Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of One Life with your host, me, Wintertooth. Today we are starting off at the fishing farm. As you can see, there's a big pile of fish in the water. We've been here all night and we're totally backed up, and I haven't looked in the chests yet. So let me look through those real quick and I'll let you know if we get anything exciting. We're looking for mending. Alright, so we just made diamond armor and we only managed to get one more mending book. So we only have a total of 3 at the moment. We did, however, get another Fortune 2 book, so we're going to be at Fortune 3, which means this pickaxe is going to be at its best, and we're going to rename it, and let's do that right now. I believe I have an anvil right here. I do. 21 levels. Well, maybe let's hold off on that. We'll wait. That's kind of expensive, and I got a lot of other stuff I want to do. So I've made each of these lines, and I think I'm going to attempt to enchant these first before I put the books on them. Except maybe the helmet. I might still do the helmet. That might still save me a lot of levels. But we have protection 4. This whole line's going to be for a helmet. So protection 4, unbreaking 3, respiration 2, and thorns. Or respiration 3 and thorns 2. Then we'll have aqua affinity, and then mending. So this will be the best helmet we can possibly get. The body armor, I want to put blast protection 4 on it, but I did not get any books at all with blast protection. Unbreaking 3 and thorns 2. There really aren't a lot of good things that you can put on a chest plate. Oh, and mending, of course. But I don't want to waste either of these mending books. This one specifically, this top one is just mending. So we're going to save that for the wings when we eventually get them. Moving on to pants, we're going to do fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3 and thorns and mending when we get them. And then finally boots, 2 protection 3s for a total of a protection 4, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, thorns 2, mending. We're still missing some stuff, so I'm going to try to enchant these real quick and see what we can get and cross our fingers that they don't get anything we don't want so we don't have to make new armor. I'm going to let the footage roll just in case something comes up. If not, we'll just jump to them being done. See, that was a win. 3 levels and we got 3 of the awesome enchantments we wanted. That one worked out too. Alright, so now we're done. Did not get the chest plate. Got nothing for it. So we managed to get our helmet. Unbreaking 3, protection 4, respiration 3, thorns 2, aqua affinity, and mending. Perfect. We have fire protection 4 and unbreaking 3 on our pants. Okay, we're still missing 2 things. Unbreaking 3, protection 4, feather falling 4, depth strider 3, and we're missing 2 things. Those 2 things for each of these are the thorns 2 and mending. Does thorns go up to 3? I can't remember if it does. We'll try to figure that out, but I don't remember if it does. We're going to do a quick 1-hour mining session though, because we are 8 levels shy of making 9 levels, because I want to rename it. We're 9 levels shy of getting our pickaxe exactly where we want it. So I'm going to work on that for the next hour. I'll see you guys in 1 hour. Alright, we've been in the mine for actually a couple hours now. Turns out only 1 hour in the mine didn't buy me enough levels to do this. But we should be able to call this Tooth Pick. That's right, we're going to call it Toothpick. And it's going to be amazing. I've been wanting to name a pickaxe Toothpick for so long on camera for you guys, and now I finally have it. Okay, we're going to try something a little new in this episode. We're going to wait for these to smelt up, and then I'm going to take all of my goodies back to the main storage facility. And then today we're going to attempt to try to at least start building a temple, kind of like what I've been talking about in the last episode. It's a kind of sort of adventure map-esque thing. I want to build a small temple filled with a couple of puzzles. That way you guys can get an idea for what it is that I want to be doing on a much larger scale for the rest of my projects. So let me get some materials together and we'll go pick a spot and I will meet you there. Before I forget though, we now have Fortune 3. So I wanted to collect these diamonds. And 9 of them. 9 of them with fortune 3. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I've picked a place not too far from home. You can't really see it, but it's just over the hill over there is our house. Behind those trees. I thought we'd pick this spot right here, clear it out a little bit, do a tiny bit of terraforming, and we're going to make a graveyard. And in this graveyard, we're going to make a tomb. And in this tomb will be a dungeon. And that will be kind of an idea for what you guys can expect from some of the adventure maps we'll be making in the near future. So let me get my replay mod going, and we'll do a little time lapse of this terraforming, and maybe we can hash out some ideas of what we want this temple to be themed around. Alright, roll that footage. So, I had to go to the Nether to get more soul sand, and not the Nether wart, but I need to grow some for our thing. I crafted up a new sword for that adventure, and I managed to get one wither skull, so we're 33% of the way to a beacon, so that's nice. But we're going to come in here. I saw a fence design in real life like this today, and I kind of wanted to emulate it a little bit, but within Minecraft. It was just a normal fence, you know, with the boards, the picket fence, brown picket fence, but we don't have that in Minecraft, so yeah, I kind of did my best with this, and then they had the hedges growing behind it, so I thought it looked really cool in real life, so I wanted to try it in game, and you know what, I like it as well. But we're going to come in here, and I decided we're going to do a little bit of world lore. Graves will never fully cover over, so you'll always be able to recognize a grave. Coarse dirt. The podzol, when found in a graveyard specifically, because we have a mega taiga and there's podzol everywhere. The podzol will be representative of a fresh grave. Like those were dug recently. And then my favorite bit is the soul sand graves. If in this world, if you see netherwort growing on a grave, it is a sign that that person went to the bad place. They went downstairs. Of course, it's just world lore. No one knows for sure if that's what is happening, but that is the lore for this world. Netherwort on a grave is a bad sign of that person. But we're gonna go over here. This is the tomb that we plotted. I threw in a bunch of netherwort around it to kind of give it a darker vibe, because this will be a temple. I was thinking we'll use these three things and build ourselves a little redstone contraption like what you find in a jungle temple, where there's a secret combination and these stairs will go down, and then you go down into the temple. So basically this part of the adventure map is a second part. It's a connection. You need to figure out what the code is. So if we built a village out here, we could probably hide something with villagers or something, and they'll give you the secret. Maybe there's a couple odd tasks out there, some odd jobs some of the villagers want you to do. In exchange, they'll give you hints for what this combination could be. We're probably not going to do that. We might. If this series goes long enough, we might end up doing that. But in the meantime, next episode we'll probably just throw in the redstone. In fact, I'll probably work out the redstone off camera and then show you on camera how it works. And then we'll be able to dive in next episode and go underground and start building our dungeon. So that's kind of what I have in mind for pretty much all of my adventure maps. Is there's some kind of, it's very Zelda-esque. There's a task outside of the dungeon you need to do that grants you access into the dungeon, and then inside the dungeon, of course, you have to solve all the puzzles and riddles inside of it and defeat the boss. Here we may or may not have a boss. I just kind of wanted to build these up just to give you guys an idea of what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish, and these sorts of things I'll be building mostly off camera in a separate world. That way it can be downloadable for you guys, for you patrons specifically. So, having said that, it is coming up to the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and be sure to check out the links down below. If you are interested in these adventure maps, I am making these all from the top of my head and building them, and they're all going to be available downloads for my patrons. So if you want to help support me and the channel and get access to my adventure maps, feel free to check out the links below. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one.